Welcome to Lunch with Legacy Leaders, a weekly talk show with local and national thought leaders discussing issues impacting the Black community. Now introducing our host, Miss Ann Marie Sorrell.
Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Lunch with Legacy Leaders. I'm your host, Ann Marie Sorrell. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me this afternoon, along with our special guest, whom I'll introduce momentarily. But before we get started with our broadcast, I want to thank our sponsors for making our broadcast possible. Thank you to the Mezzanine Dover Accident Attorneys, AARP, the Florida Lottery, FAMU Mary, Conversations on Cannabis, and All of Us Research Program at the University of Miami. Today, I'm joined by two of my great friends and special guests, but first I'm going to introduce and bring on Mr. Eric Gordon Knowles, who is the president and CEO of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce and no stranger to those of us here in South Florida. Welcome, Eric.
Ann Marie, how are you?
Hey, good.
Babe.
How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks.
Well, I'm so happy to have you. You always look so dapper. I just try to keep up with you.
I say, well, at least they'll let you walk in the room if you look half decent,
Exactly. Well, you always look amazing. So thank you for always bringing that GQ energy to wherever you go.
Or back at you.
Well, today, Eric, you're always having such great information and content to share with us. And so you're going to be celebrating the 17th. Wow, that's the 17th annual holiday gala. And it's Welcome to the Magic City theme. Can you tell us about what's happening? And it's this Saturday.
Correct. Yes, it is this Saturday, December 3rd. We've always had it the first Saturday for 17 years. A couple years we've had to switch it because of hotel arrangements, and we've had to go to the second week in December, but pretty much always the first Saturday in December. Yeah, and it's Art Basel, and the art of Black and all the beautiful art that's happening in our city, and the millions. I don't know if there are millions of people descending on South Florida right now, but a lot of people are coming in town. But this gala kind of ends our year. We celebrate all the hard work we've done through the year, and we recognize individuals who have done so much in our community. But also, I want to recognize Alvin West, who has been on our board and who has been the chair from a board perspective of the gala, and Diana Rodriguez, who's works with Miami-Dade's Department of Waste. She's been our chair as well, co-chair with Al. But this year, our honorary chairman, we've always had an honorary chair that helps support and reach out to the community to help grow and be a part of the gala itself. And this year, our honorary chair is Mayor Francis Suarez, Mayor of City of Miami. I just thought it would be great, and then we came up with the theme, obviously the Magic City, as Miami is known. And so the thing about Miami and a lot of cities, when you go somewhere, you could be from Goulds or Richmond Heights or Homestead, and you'll say, where people ask you where you're from, you say Miami. So we think about the 34 municipalities. We basically are all Miami when you come from, as I said, Florida City all the way up to Miami Gardens. And so we're celebrating the magic, and we're honoring some amazing individuals this year. We have several awards, and it starts with what the H.T. Smith Lifetime Achievement Award, and that's named after attorney H.T. Smith, who has been a leader in our community for so many years. Actually, H.T. many years ago headed up a boycott because of the snubbing of Nelson Mandela when he was coming to Miami. And so there was a boycott for over a year telling folks not to come to Miami, and finally, a lot was done, and HT, as I said, spearheaded that. But we're recognizing former Commissioner Dennis Moss, and he will receive the HT Smith Lifetime Achievement Award. And then we have the Distinguished Service Award. That's for those individuals who have done some amazing things beyond just their day-to-day go to work individual things that they do. And proudly but sadly, at the same time, we are recognizing Deanne Conley Graham posthumously. Our good friend Deanne, she passed away a couple months ago and did so much, just so selflessly working in our community. And so we want to recognize Deanne as well. And then we have our Citizen of the Year Award, recognizing my good friend and many good friends to many of us here, Lilium M. Lopez. He is the president and CEO of the South Florida Hispanic Chamber. And the interesting thing, and Lilium and I have been friends for many years, when she started running the Hispanic South Florida Hispanic Chamber, she actually got herself attached to our good friend, one of my mentors, Dorothy Baker, who basically ran the chamber for many years prior to myself, and Bill Diggs, who was the chamber president prior to me. And so we're recognizing Lilium. We're recognizing, we have what's called the David Fincher Young Innovator Award. And David Fincher actually started the chamber back in 1974, and that's why we named this Young Innovator. He was actually a police officer that started his own business, which was a security business back in the 70s. And we recognize young innovators who are doing some amazing things in our community. And that person this year is Brandon Okapalobi, founder of Dibia Dreams. And we're just excited about recognizing him. And we added another award this year. As we all know, we lost an amazing humanitarian, Jason Jenkins, who was Senior Vice President of Community Relations and Communications at the Miami Dolphins. And so we thought it right to create an award in his name, Jason Jenkins Unsung Hero Award. And we are going to recognize this year Anthony Durden, President and CEO of Share Inc., Sharing Hope, Empowerment, and Reaction. He has an amazing story to tell. As he says it, I'm trying to say it right, from crack to the pulpit. He was out there for many years, lost in the wilderness, I guess you would say, and he basically turned his life around. A part of the Circle of Brotherhood, was part of the Hungry Nine that did a hunger strike a few years ago. So those are the folks that we're recognizing. It's going to be an amazing night. The event starts at 6 o'clock. We have a cocktail hour, and then we go into the dinner program, and we have DJ Tillery James jamming for us, and then we have Deep Fried Funk playing at the end for it. So it's going to be a great night. Tickets are still available. Call the chamber at 305-751-8648, or you can go on our website and purchase tickets. And then we ask that every guest bring an unwrapped toy, and we're going to be working with the longshoremen, their number, Longshoreman 1416, we're going to be providing toys and helping them in their toy drive.
Wow, you have quite the lineup of honorees. I mean, and quite the recognition. And this year, we definitely lost a few really amazing community giants.
Yeah.
So kudos to you for recognizing them and for giving an award in their honor. And just recognizing everyone who's doing such great work in the community, those who are still with us, who you can give their flowers to. So, kudos to that lineup of people that you're honoring.
And I tell you, Ann Marie, it's never easy. Our board works on this, we work on this, and obviously there are a number of individuals who are doing amazing things in our community, and I wish we could just recognize so many more, but you only have so much time within a couple hours to do what we do. But as I said, we've been doing this for 17 years. We will continue to do it, and it's real rewarding when, as you said, to give these folks these flowers while they're still here.
Absolutely. Well, Eric, I want you to tell everyone again how they can get tickets. It's not too late to attend. You can go ahead and is it black tie, I'm assuming?
Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. And I'm laughing. I'm glad you mentioned that because that's one of my pet peeves. Yes, it is black tie. And for those of you who are watching, that means formal. For you men, that means tuxedos. Yes, if you don't have one in your closet, go down to your local whomever you may rent from and get yourself a tuxedo. We only have so many occasions that we can really dress up. And this is going to be at the Turnberry Marriott. And there's not too many venues that top Turnberry. Their venue is amazing. It is black tie, so we ask that the gentlemen again wear tuxedos, formal, and ladies to wear a gown or a beautiful cocktail dress.
Well, thank you for clarifying because, it is Miami and some folks might want to show up Miami chic.
Yeah, we did. And the thing about it, we did Miami chic last year. And actually, I wanted to do Miami chic again this year. But the ladies on my board, they said, wait a minute, we're going to Turnberry. We want to take it up a notch. So with that, I acquiesced, and as a matter of fact, the mayor, he wanted to do Miami chic, and I had to call the mayor back and tell him, hey, we're back to formal.
Right. And I don't want to overlook, because anyone who knows Deep Fried Funk, I've been rocking with Deep Fried Funk for almost 20 years. They've done events for us. I've attended events that they've done. You are in for a treat. We talk about a live band that is all the way live. So yeah. I want to just highlight some of the fun. I think you did a really good job talking about everyone who's being honored. But I want folks to, understand this. It sounds like it's going to be a really fun night as well.
Let me put this in, since you bring that up. I told you we have a cocktail reception, and that's going from 6 o'clock to about 7:15, 7:30. And it's an open bar. Yeah.
It's yes, to the open bar. Okay.
Open bar. For all your hard, I guess you would say, liquor, rum, tequila, vodka, all that's open, and wine, and champagne as well. And beer. Will there be a cost for beer? So I'm sorry about that part. I wasn't able to work that out. But it is an open bar. We have the 360. Everybody loves the 360. Our good friend Lex, he's bringing that in. And it's just, we're going to have a silent auction. We have a lot of great hotel weekend stays. We have some cruise lines. We got Royal Caribbean. We have Carnival Cruise Line, 7-day cruises. We have some other silent auction items that are really cool. We have a little bit of art, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. As you said, the band is that we got DJ Tillery James playing during the cocktail hour. And I have to emphasize, please bring an unwrapped toy. It is just amazing when, we're able to support our children. And, holidays are for the kids for the most part, when it comes to Christmas. So we're helping out the longshoremen. International Longshoremen Association, and their number, I said 1416 out of Miami. So helping them, and then the award ceremony. The food is going to be fantastic. Again, we're at Turnberry, so the food is going to be fantastic. Hors d'oeuvres will be served during the cocktail hour, so you can drink, and it's not just during the cocktail hour. The alcohol is throughout the night, so you know it's not just during that hour. It's an open bar throughout the night, and then, as you said, deep fried funk. We've been talking, and it's once that ballroom opens up. I'm not going to say any more about that, but it's going to be a party. We're going to celebrate those individuals that have, done some amazing things, but we're going to, celebrate this year. The last few years have been tough on a lot of businesses. Last year was the first year we did go back in person and had our gala, which was a lot of fun. The year before, we actually were virtual. So this is kind of pushing back and getting back to some normalcy. And as I said, it's going to be a lot of fun. So bring your dancing shoes, bring your appetite, and look forward. And you're going to see a lot of friends, a lot of networking, a lot of engagement, business opportunities. And that's the one thing about this. This isn't just about coming out and having a good time. It's connecting with other persons, like-minded individuals, and connecting to other businesses. And we're going to have a lot of elected officials here. And the one thing that we know in doing business isn't just done in a vacuum. You have to have that relationships with our elected officials as well.
No, I agree. And thank you for definitely highlighting all the additional features of the event. You really got me over here like, I really think I need to change my weekend plans, but we're going to work on that. Because I have bought some tickets for some other events, and I'm like, oh,
I'm telling you,
I might have to do a split. Like, can I get here?
And the thing about it that Ann Marie, that I was cognizant about, and our board was cognizant about the fact that it is Art Basel weekend.
Yeah.
And you don't want to go downtown. You don't want to go to the beach. But obviously, if you're doing Art Basel, you got to go there. But traffic is going to be crazy.
Yeah.
And that's why we are in Aventura. And the traffic, it gets a little crazy in Aventura because of the mall. But, that's Christmas and everything. But you don't have that Art Basel traffic. And I mean, the Art Basel traffic will have you backed up for an hour or two trying to get somewhere.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. But Eric, stay with me. I want to bring our next guest on, and I'm going to bring you guys back together because we always love to have our Black Chambers come on and tell us what's happening in and around the community. So I'm going to bring you back on with Shaheewa, but I want to get Shaheewa in so we can talk about the Broward Black Chamber and the luncheon that they have coming up in a couple of weeks. So I'd like to welcome my next guest, Shaheewa, Jarrett, Gelin, who's no stranger to many. Welcome, Shaheewa. Welcome back, should I say? You're on mute.
That might help.
Yes. Hello, my darling.
Welcome back. Thank you for having me. Good to see you, Ann Marie.
Good to see you as well. Kudos to all the work you're also doing with your chamber in Broward County. And so you have the annual Broward Black Chamber Celebration Luncheon, which is taking place on December 15th. And I'm going to let you do the highlight because I'm super excited about your guest speaker who you have that you're featuring. But listen, tell us all about this luncheon that's coming up.
Well, I'm extremely excited. I love hearing about Eric's event. 17 years, what a heck of an accomplishment. We're a newer chamber, so this is our 4th annual Chamber Celebration Luncheon. And we know that the chamber is a vital resource to help our community survive, and we're proud of our contribution, our members and our supporters. And so each year we hold this annual luncheon to highlight our local small business owners, because it's not easy when you start a business, and we want to highlight them. And also we want to thank our sponsors, key partners, and our board members for working so hard to make sure that we're providing the services we need for our small businesses. So this is our time where we come together, we celebrate and get ready for the opportunities that are surely to come in 2023. Our event always sells out, and we welcome in elected officials, community and business leaders, as well as obviously as our local small business owners will be in attendance. And we make it a fun and lively luncheon. So it's going to be this year held at the Colony West Golf Club. It's a newer golf club here in Broward in the city of Tamarack. And we'll have obviously some networking in the beginning, and then we open those doors to the luncheon, and people are, kind of get some time away from their work day to come and learn, network, and have some fun. We've had for the last 4 years on John Saxby, our entertainment, and he, as you all know, is very interactive with the crowd, and everybody loves John. And each year we try to bring an inspirational speaker. And so this year we have Freddie Figures, who, and in his 20s, started a $62 million company, telecom company. And so we're extremely excited to welcome him as our speaker, to hear his inspirational story about literally how he started rebuilding computers at the age of 9, and how he built this wonderful company, and his like compelling personal story. And that's why I think this luncheon is so important. It's our time to celebrate, but it's also our time to come together, network, make some new connections, but then get inspired for the new year that is coming and all the opportunities that will come with 2023. So we're extremely excited about the event, Ann Marie.
And I'm excited about it because I haven't met Mr. Figures, but I have encountered his product.
Okay.
And he has an amazing, or I don't know if they're still part of his team, but these two gentlemen, I met them at one of my client events, and they were, looking to get in front of my client who had just opened a hotel.
Oh, nice.
And so they sent me a few of their phones.
Nice.
And the packaging and the unboxing experience of this phone was anything but ordinary. Literally anything but ordinary. And I was so impressed and just so amazed in the quality of the phone and everything. So I was like, oh my God, and this is Black owned.
Exactly.
Not that it's a bad thing or anything. It's like this, the packaging was better than unboxing Apple, Samsung, any phone that I've ever unboxed. So it was just amazing. So I'm really excited to hear and share with our audience this luncheon that you're having, and the speaker and his accomplishments. There's literally a viral video circulating about him as we speak. Saw it a few days ago, so it's kind of like, oh, the stars align. So this is really exciting that you have Mr. Figures as your celebration luncheon speaker, and the inspiration. Are you and I know kids are in school, but are you guys doing anything to invite maybe some of the local high schoolers or?
Yeah, we do, because throughout the year, our chamber has several committees. So we have a very active advocacy committee. We have a tourism and creative economy council, as well as a health equity council, and a young professional roundtable that we started this year. But from the very beginning, the inception of the chamber, we had a community service committee that's been very active. And we've worked with Dillard High School and their entrepreneurship center since 2018, since our founding. And so we invite them to the luncheon. We've also expanded over the years to work with Board Anderson High School. And they have a new academy that was established last year, an entrepreneurship and leadership academy. And so we work with them, and we invite the principal and we invite the students to come once again, so they can understand, what is happening in their community. They can see Black business owners, they can see Black elected officials, and Black excellence really on display, to understand what their future can hold too. So it gives them that inspiration on that level to say, hey, I can be a part of this. This can be my future as well. So we will have the Boyd Anderson principal there, along with some students that participate annually in our luncheon, as well as some Dillard High School students. And this isn't the only time they participate. We actually help the students create a business. We coach them through that throughout the year and actually help them compete in a competition here in Broward County to win awards based on that new business that they start in their business plan each year. So this is something that, we do year round, and we engage with these students because at the end of the day, yes, we work hard to build our own businesses and our own legacies, but we have to make sure we're bringing up that next generation. And so that's our commitment as a chamber. And besides working with the community, our luncheon always has a little bit of a surprise. So, surprises added in there. So last year we had Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz come and actually award our board with certificates, congressional certificates at the luncheon. So that was a wonderful surprise. I love delivering to our board for all their hard work. And we'll have another great surprise this year that I'm not going to let out of the bag for the chamber. And we'll also be announcing some newly formed partnerships that we're really excited about that will allow us to extend our services, the technical assistance services and the coaching to all parts of the county, the north, the central, and the southern part of Broward. So we're extremely excited about the year to come.
That sounds really exciting, Shaheewa. And how is there still an opportunity for someone to, of course, purchase tickets? Is there an opportunity for anyone to still be a sponsor of the luncheon? What opportunities do you still have available? Because I know it's still about 2 weeks away.
Right. No, we definitely still have opportunities for individuals who want to attend the luncheon to come. We have our tickets available for sale on our website, Eventbrite, and of course on our Facebook page. You just look for Broward County Black Chamber of Commerce. And you can also call us at 954-419-6557. And yes, we still have opportunities for sponsorships as well. And as a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up. We have a few sponsors I don't want to forget to thank for their support. Our gold sponsors, we have Amazon that's sponsoring this year, along with Florida Memorial University, OIC, SFL, and Logistics Air, a trucking company that has federal contracts, are our gold sponsors. We also make sure that we're bringing in people that can network with our members, because we're always thinking about making that connection for them. So we have Broward Office of Economic and Small Business Development. They will be there. They have a table. Alpha One Staffing is also a table sponsor. The City of Lauderhill, Gelin Benefits Group, Humana, as well as the City of Tamarack are sponsors. So there's still room for you to get in and give us a call to become a sponsor of the luncheon. And if you want to attend, once again, the tickets are for sale on Eventbrite, on our Facebook page and on our website, or you can call us at 954-419-6557 or shoot us an email at info@browardcountyblackchamberofcommerce.com.
That is awesome. Well, and then of course, I love music, so gotta just reiterate John Sachs for Entertainment, who is a fan favorite in South Florida, but the speaker, Freddie Figures. So I think this is going to be a wonderful event for anyone who's looking for a great luncheon to attend. We're going to show it again on the screen. And of course, we are putting information for both events in the chat. In the comments, if anyone is watching, so you can access those links in the comments. Now, Shaheewa, I'm going to bring Eric back in just to, you all can share any announcements of what's happening, what's happening around South Florida. Are there any joint initiatives that the chambers are doing? Anything that we need to be aware of that the community needs to take action on right now? So I just want to give you all that opportunity before we close out the show.
Well, first of all, I got to, thank Shaheewa for reminding me I need to recognize my sponsors. So give me 1 second as I pull that list up. So thank you for Shaheewa. I want to start with, again, the mayor, City of Miami, and for their support. Start with One United Bank, the largest black bank in the United States. The list goes on. The Knight Foundation, Career Source, South Florida, AT&T, Barry University, Bank of America, the Miami Dolphins, FPL, Dade Institute, Miami-Dade Miami-Dade County, Office of the Mayor, Wells Fargo, New Urban Development, the Marlins, Thompson Hospitality, the Mesman and Dover, Jackson Health, City of North Miami, Baptist Health, Southern Glacier Wine and Spirits. That's that open bar that we talked about.
Yes.
Conversations on Cannabis. That is Florida A&M University, Siemens, American Airlines, Commissioner Danielle Cohen-Higgins, Able Business Services, Florida Memorial University, University of Miami, Verizon, the Miami Herald, Port Miami, Global Gateway, Thelma Gibson Health Initiative, MIA Magazine, Legacy Magazine, Commissioner Keone McGee, MCO Construction, Greater Miami Convention and Visitors Bureau, In Touch Logistics, South Florida Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, Morshi and Stephanie Jones Charitable Fund, and Miami Garden Square 1. So Shaheewa, thank you for reminding me to thank these folks that are making this thing happen.
No problem.
Wonderful. Okay.
And just on your question, Ann Marie, am I able to slip that in? Eric did remind me earlier. I guess I was going to wait to see if we could do another show to really highlight the Florida Association of Black Chambers and the fact that we come together as Black chambers in the state of Florida to go to Tallahassee for a Black Chamber Day. So I'll just say this: it's planned for welcome reception in Tallahassee on Monday, March 27th at 6 p.m. and we'll send some more information. And then on March 28th, we have our big Chamber Day that starts with a press conference to announce our priorities and legislative agenda for the year. And then we go into meetings with our legislators. We have a luncheon. We're planning like a panel this year. But this is our opportunity as Black business owners and as Black chamber leaders, where we come from around the state to descend on Tallahassee and speak and engage with our legislators to say, this is what our chambers need to help our businesses, and this is what our small Black businesses need. If you want a thriving economy, we must be included, and these are our needs. And it's been wonderful. We had 12 chambers come up last year, and of course, Eric came, brought his delegation from Miami. Palm Beach Black Chamber came along with the Orlando Chamber. We have 2 chambers in Tallahassee that participated, and we're expecting it to be bigger and better this year. So hopefully we can come back and kind of talk about that in a little bit more detail in the future.
Absolutely. And that's what date is that? March
27th through the 28th of 2023.
Okay. Well, please save the date, and businesses are able to come and participate.
Absolutely.
Okay. Awesome.
So we're encouraging businesses to come up as well. As I mentioned, I talked about the gala and the fact there would be elected officials there. Mm-hmm. There's an opportunity when you don't have to make an appointment. You might be able to grab a commissioner. You might have something you're working on, or a school board member, etc. So these are great opportunities to engage.
Well, this is why we love our chambers, and we appreciate all the work that you as our chamber leaders do in creating that advocacy and creating spaces for business owners to come and network and make the connections and grow their businesses. So thank you all for all you do. One more time, let us know the event date, location, and where people can find more information, not just about the event, but if they also want to become a member. And then we're going to wrap the show up.
Ladies first.
Okay, Eric. Well, thank you, Ann Marie, for having us. Thank you, MIA Media Group and Dexter always for thinking about me. Our event is our 4th annual Chamber Celebration event. It's taking place on December 15th from 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. at the Colony Wells Golf Club in Tamarack. You can contact us at 954-419-6557 if you have questions, or go to our website or our Facebook page. Just look for Broward County Black Chamber of Commerce. We look forward to seeing you.
And we are celebrating our 17th annual holiday gala this Saturday, December 3rd, at the beautiful Turnberry Isles Spa, and it begins at 6 o'clock. You can still purchase tickets. There's still sponsorship opportunities as well. We haven't closed the door just yet. And you can call the chamber at 305-751-8648 or go to m-dcc.org. And the other thing I want to mention before we go, we talk about the legislative push in March, but last year or this year, we got together, the three counties, Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach, and we had a meeting that basically was supported by Brightline, and we'll be doing that again next year as well. So we look forward to that. I'll just say it. We'll push up to Palm Beach this year.
You don't put it on Palm Beach?
We'll push up to Palm
come
Beach.
Through.
There you go.
I won't make you all come down here. We'll do that in 25 or 24.
Come through. We'll find a great location to host you in Palm Beach. Believe me, we have lots of great locations as well.
So we need to start working on that in January, February, because we would do it in August for Black Business Month.
Absolutely.
Well, sounds good. Let's make it happen.
All right.
Well, stay with me just for a moment. Thank you again, Shaheewa and Eric, for all the work you're doing. I am going to do my best to make sure my face is in the place at your upcoming events. Eric got me around here moving stuff around, but that's okay. I look forward to attending the events and supporting, and I'm sure on behalf of MIA Media Group, we look forward to continue supporting both chambers and being a great partner. And thank you for bringing that information. And of course, we will definitely have you both back to talk about these joint efforts and initiatives that are happening with the chambers in the Tri-County and what you're doing in the state legislation in March. So we'll definitely make sure that happens. So stay with me for a few quick announcements. I want to thank our sponsors again, the Mesman and Dover Accident Attorneys, AARP, Florida Lottery, FAMU Mary, and All of Us Research Program at the University of Miami. Don't forget to check out this week's issue, The Art of Black Miami. And on December 18th, we have the release of the women's issue, which is our 25 most influential women in South Florida. So you want to check those out. Of course, if you don't have the Miami Herald or the Sun Sentinel, you can always go check it out online at miamediagroup.com. That's miamediagrp.com. And as always, we have many shows. We have something for everyone. So please don't forget to tune in on Mondays to the Business of Black Business at 1 p.m. with Jay Reynolds. Tuesday, My Money, Your Money at 7 p.m. with Bridgette Lumpkins. Wednesday, we have Soul at 7 p.m. with Nikki Gelin. Thursdays, Lunch with Legacy Leaders with yours truly at noon. And Flavor of South Florida at 7 p.m. with Chef Irie. And of course, Health is Wealth. Black Health Fridays at 2 p.m. with Dr. Michelle Kerwin. And as always, make sure you share this video, subscribe, and follow us, and check out our weekly newsletter. Also, check out the chat and the comments, because we do have the links for you to purchase your tickets to both events in the comments. And save the date, and we'll see you again next Thursday at noon. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you, Shaheewa and Eric.